And now on Trevor Sports, UEFA Champions League quarterfinal second legs, Sportsnight with Trev Lynham. Good evening. The UEFA Champions League quarterfinals on a Tuesday with it all hanging on the line. Oh, suits you. Manchester United have it all to do. They've got to score 2 goals in Germany tonight to get through and beat Bayern Munich, a side which they haven't beaten since the 26th of May 1999. You might remember that. The final 3 minutes of that game was rather memorable.
In towards Michael, it's Comfort to right York. Cleared, Giggs with a shot, Sheringham! Into Sheringham, and Solskjaer has won it!
Chelsea, well, they're 3-1 up on aggregate to Olympiacos, and they've got to see out the job, and hopefully they can put a professional performance in, as it's looking increasingly likely that Frank Lampard's return to the Champions League with Chelsea will have to be through winning the competition this year. And of course, we've got the action from the 2 other quarterfinals, and my word, we got some action for you. Right, folks, so let's get down to business and let's get over to highlights of Manchester United's trip to Bayern Munich. Manchester United haven't beaten Bayern Munich over a 2-legged tie in the Champions League since they won the competition from them in 1999. For 22 years, United have toiled, and while they have had a victory against Bayern Munich before, they haven't been able to find the killer instinct to get through. And after losing 1-0 at home, United will have to draw on the memories of that miraculous comeback to Paris Saint-Germain in 2019 to see if they could produce something here. Really was hanging all on the line, and it turned out to be an absolutely magnificent match, and the privilege of Trevor Tilsley to watch this one for you.
Good evening everyone, and welcome to the Allianz Arena, one of Europe's most intimidating venues, lit up in all red. The 75,000 capacity stadium is on its feet for another epic encounter between Bayern Munich and Manchester United. A fixture which massively favours Bayern Munich, as Manchester United have only beaten them on 2 occasions. One of them was an aggregate defeat back in 2010, the other was that famous night in Barcelona in 1999. So, no mean task ahead of Manchester United. You must come to the home of the champions of Europe and score at least 2 goals to give you any hope of going through. For Bayern Munich, no changes needed. A 1-0 victory at Old Trafford, and crucially an away goal from Robert Lewandowski, as everyone keeps their place in the side for Bayern. As for United, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has rung the changes, 3 of them in fact. Fred is replaced by Mason Greenwood, Martial is replaced by Edison Cavani, and David De Gea is replaced by Henderson, with Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba both dropping into midfield. It's going to be a real tall order for United. As I said, they have not knocked out Bayern Munich since 1999, and that was a very different kind of occasion. Switch of play to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Well controlled. Ole will be saying that they needed a good start. Here's Edison Cavani in the box, and that's a great effort, and it's a great save by Manuel Neuer. It's the kind of impetus they need to show to give themselves a chance tonight. And very nearly brought the perfect start, but Neuer, very difficult to beat at his near post at the best of times. Neuer playing the long ball, and characteristically off target that. Harry Maguire picks up the pieces now. Cavani and Luke Shaw, lovely 1-2 play, and there's Cavani. He's got him behind the defence here. He's got one man for support in Bruno Fernandes. He slides in, and that's a great save by Manuel Neuer. Or remember all those years ago when Sir Alex Ferguson made the decision between Neuer and De Gea to go for David De Gea. David De Gea is of course on the bench tonight. Neuer is captaining the European champions. It's a corner for their efforts. 7 minutes gone. Bruno Fernandes to whip this in. Whipping it in towards the back stick, towards Mason Greenwood, who's risen highly above everyone else, but the ball has also risen highly above the goal. Got ahead of his man. I think it was Coman who he jumped ahead of, or Costa, one of those two. Here's Robert Lewandowski. Davis, Serge Gnabry, former Arsenal and West Brom player. Lewandowski. Good turn in the box, goes down, and is that a penalty given? I think it is. Well, they haven't had a chance all game in the first 9 minutes or so, and Manchester United have given them a penalty. The referee has made himself a popular man amongst the Bayern fans, I'm sure. Is this a foul? Well, he does come in late, doesn't he? I don't think you can argue too much with that. And Robert Lewandowski, the most deadly striker in the world at the moment from the spots, makes it 2-0 aggregates. It doesn't really change what Manchester United need, which is 2 goals, but it will give Bayern a lot more confidence. And that's 2 goals over 2 legs for Robert Lewandowski, the most clinical striker in world football right now. And penalties are very much a given thing here for that man. Might be against the run of play. I think it was McTominay who gave away the penalty. He'll be disappointed with himself. Not the start United were looking for, but it doesn't really change too much in what United need. But one thing it has changed is the scoreline, and it's 1-0 to Bayern Munich. United just need to settle their nerves a bit. Haven't really had much to do since the goal. Bayern Munich have very much controlled the tempo since then. Although Pavard has given the ball away to Edison Cavani. Does he have any support? I think he's got Fernandes in the box. His cross is blocked. It is going to be a corner. Can Manchester United do a little bit better with their set pieces? They've already had 1 corner, nothing to show from it. Can Fernandes deliver a killer ball here? He's whipped it in towards Greenwood again. This time it's headed away by Bayern. Now Serge Gnabry in a bit of space can pick up the ball. A lot of space to run into. Pogba chasing him down. Almost winning the ball. Finds Lewandowski. Now David Alaba. Questions about his future at Bayern Munich going into next season. Alphonso Davies finds Douglas Costa trying to get past Pogba. Here's Lewandowski again! And what a save from Dean Henderson. Look at that, United all at sea from their own corner. Just about get away with it. Lovely strike on the half volley by Lewandowski, and it's a superb save from Henderson. Long ball forward. Won by Davis, but it's gone as far as Pogba. Here he is again. Lots of space for Luke Shaw on this left-hand side. He's found him. Now Rashford. Back to Shaw. Got 3 men on him almost. Just 2 men for company now. Has he got any support? Can he find a cross? He does just about find a cross. Oh, and it's gone all the way through to Marcus Rashford. And he turned the wrong way. wide of the mark. Caught everyone by surprise by turning to his left. But unfortunately couldn't find the target. Luke Shaw's done really well here. You just think if it had turned to his right, he might have got a better shot off. As we go into stoppage time in the first half, a goal now would really change the occasion. Dink ball forward and it's going to... Oh my goodness me! What just happened there? Manuel Neuer and his centre-back get in the way of one another, and now United have a free corner and a chance to equalise just before half-time if they can do something with this. Ball whipped in towards Marcus Rashford, headed away only as far as Lewandowski, and that's going to bring the first half to a close. Bayern breathe a sigh of relief after that mix-up, but they have the lead going into half-time. 2-0 on aggregate. As I said, it doesn't really change what Manchester United need tonight, which is at least 2 goals, and that very much has stayed the same. But at half-time, it's Bayern 1, United 0. Well, what will have Ole said at half-time? Still need 2 goal, lads, probably. Here is Luke Shaw up against Kimmich, who's won the ball back brilliantly. Now Douglas Costa, although he's given the ball away, and now Rashford trying to get the ball forward. Here's Mason Greenwood. Lovely chipped ball through. There's Luke Shaw on the overlap. Can he get there? He does. Just ahead of Pavard. Got a bit of support this time. Here's Rashford again. Now Paul Pogba. Finding Mason Greenwood! It's a great save from Neuer. Well, very much like the first leg, United have been knocking on the door, but Manuel Neuer has very much been the gatekeeper, and so far he hasn't let them in. It's another terrific save from the Bayern captain. Danger's not over yet. Fernandes, who's delivered a lot of corners here tonight, they haven't really been on point. Can he deliver here? Looking for Rashford at the back stick. Neuer with a much needed flick on the ball there. Wasn't the best of punches, but it did enough. It's a corner on the other side though. As we enter the first 5 minutes of this second half. Ball whipped in towards McTominay. It's going to fall to Paul Pogba on the edge of the box. Goes down under a challenge. Referee is unmoved. Here's Scott McTominay. Rashford, McTominay again. Pogba once more. Luke Shaw has been a menace on this left-hand side. Greenwood. Got a better shot. Goes down in the box. Is that a penalty as well? I think it is. It's the second penalty given of the game in the same box. Bayern Munich incensed. They thought they won the ball. The referee very much unmoved. Let's have a look here. It's right on the edge. Does Alaba win the ball there? Either way, it's Bruno Fernandes to make it 1-1 on the night, and delivers the perfect penalty. Bayern Munich's away goal is now ruled out, but the task very much remains the same. United need another goal to give themselves a chance of going through. Whether that's a penalty or not will be a discussion for the pundits later on, but for perfect penalties, that is right up there. Unsavable, that one. So 1-1 on the night, 2-1 to Bayern Munich on aggregate. Away goals have been wiped out. A 2-1 win would be enough for United, but hold on, they've switched off here, and Robert Lewandowski is bearing down on goal, and it's a fantastic save from Dean Henderson. Danger's not over though. Serge Gnabry has picked up the pieces, driving into the box, having a curling shot. Oh my goodness! Well, the old saying goes, you're most at danger when you've just scored, and United have committed the biggest sin in football. They've switched off after they've scored, and Bayern Munich have made them pay. All that hard work to get back into this game at 1-1, and they've just thrown it all away within seconds of kickoff. Serge Gnabry did not give up on the opportunity. A fantastic save from Henderson, but Gnabry wasn't about to let it go. And he kept hold of the ball, he kept going, drove into the box. No United player closed him down enough, and he has whipped that into the corner. No chance for Dean Henderson, and Bayern Munich have just stolen all the momentum back. Well, all that hard work to get back at 1-1, and they find themselves back in the same position as they were moments ago. Here's Bruno Fernandes though, inside the box, gets it to Wan-Bissaka. Not really in a crossing position now, being forced all the way back by Thomas Muller. Here's Paul Pogba now. Him and Luke Shaw exchanging passes. They've got it through to Marcus Rashford. Can he shoot on the turn? It's a lovely shot, but it's just gone wide of the target. Great effort from Rashford. Bit of a mix-up there between both Pogba and Luke Shaw, but Rashford carves out a chance. Just can't quite find the target. You can see there United pressing quite highly up the pitch from the goal kick, forcing Bayern to go long. And they've won the ball back by doing so. Here's Harry Maguire. Bayern also pressing quite high up as Lewandowski was forcing him to pass it there. Here's Marcus Rashford. Looking for Edison Cavani, now Luke Shaw. Marauding down that left-hand side once again. Oh, Mason Greenwood's let that slide. He's picked up the pieces though and finds Edison Cavani. Goes down under a challenge. And it is a free kick. Bayern a little bit incensed with the decision. I think it was Hernandez with the foul. Indeed it was. He did kind of take Cavani's leg out there. He can't have too many complaints. So a free kick in a promising position. Bruno Fernandes over the ball. He's already scored from one set play from the penalty spot. Can he make it 2-2 here? It's a fantastic save from Neuer again. I think Manuel Neuer over these two legs has been the difference between these two sides. He really has been keeping Manchester United at bay over these two legs. Superb display from the Bayern captain tonight. Well, time is running out for United. They need 2 goals. Here's Cavani looking for Fernandes. Ball won back by Hernandez. Here's McTominay shrugging off 2-3 challenges. Done really well there. Ball switched to Wan-Bissaka. His control lets him down a bit, but he manages to get it to Rashford. Being followed all the way by Leroy Sané. He goes down under the challenge again. And things are kicking off a bit here. Serge Gnabry and Marcus Rashford going toe-to-toe here, and a yellow card for Serge Gnabry. Well, temper's starting to fray a bit as we come to the business end of this fixture. And a free kick in a promising position. Bruno Fernandes, he's already had 1 goal already. It's a better angle for a right footer, and Neuer is equal to it yet again. Well, it's just looking like another one of those evenings for United. Bayern are very much United's bogey team. And Manuel Neuer, well, he really is just in outstanding form here tonight. It's a corner though, as Bruno Fernandes is going to try and whip this one in. He's had plenty of attempts this game. He's whipped it in towards Paul Pogba. It's fallen to Alex Telles. The scuffed shot. It's fallen in the box. James is going to pick up the pieces just by the byline. Still going, James gets into Eric Bailly, the centre-back. And forced a fine save out of Neuer there. 10 minutes to go. The clock is ticking. Time is very much United's enemy right now. Here is Fernandes. Hasn't got much in front of him. James playing it forward. Rashford back to Telles, the substitute. Bruno Fernandes on this left-hand side. Bit of an unfamiliar position for him. Exchanging passes with Telles. He's got ahead of his man. Can he whip it across? He does. Headed away though. As far as Douglas Costa. He's got Pogba challenging him all the way, and it's a wonderful sliding tackle from the Frenchman. Telles has now got a chance perhaps to get the ball in the box, has he? Checks back onto his right. Now onto his left. Rashford's with him for support. He's whipped it in towards Pogba. It's a looping header, and it's got in! Is it an own goal? Did Pogba get it? It doesn't really matter. It's ended up in the back of the net. And Paul Pogba, who got something on that, has made it 2-2. 3-2 on aggregate over the two legs. Let's have a look here. Oh, has it? I think it's rebounded off the crossbar and off the back of Neuer and gone into the back of the net. This will be the decisive angle. Telles with the wonderful cross. Pogba wins the header. I think it has, you know. I think it's rebounded off the crossbar, off of Neuer and into the back of the net. A stroke of luck for United. Well, we've got 2 minutes left. United have got to throw everything at it. It is next goal wins scenario here. Cavani having a shot from distance, but it's gone straight to Neuer, who will get every second out of this clock. Here's Pavard. Soul now. Bayern just doing a bit of game management here. There's 3 minutes of stoppage time remaining. Long ball forward. That's going to go straight to Bailly, and now Lindelof. United might have one more chance here. Here's James, McTominay, Cavani, Marcus Rashford, back to Cavani. Telles is on the overlap. Alex Telles, he tries to get a ball in. It's blocked by Pavard. It's going to fall to Paul Pogba. Cleared away. All hands at the defensive pumps for Bayern Munich. We've got 90 seconds left. David Alba's going to slowly make his way off the pitch here for Goretzka. Going to milk every second off the clock here. I'm sure the referee will be keeping track of the time it takes for Alaba to leave the pitch. As Bayern Munich looks to try and fend off this last United attack. Telles with the throw. Pogba heads it back to Bruno Fernandes. Telles, who's been brilliant so far, gets in a cross that's blocked. It's another throw. We've got less than 60 seconds left for United to find a goal. Thrown in towards Fernandes. Tries to get it back to Pogba, but it's been won by Coman. Alex Telles has almost stole the ball there. It's fallen to Saul. And I think United have just run out of time. They have run out of time. They were run so close by Munich, but they have once again knocked Manchester United out of Europe. United huffed and puffed over 2 legs. They really gave it a go. 17 shots on the night, 12 on target, but Manuel Neuer stood firm and held off United's relentless attack. So for Bayern Munich, they march on to the next round. Whether it will be Chelsea or Olympiacos in the semi-finals, we will wait and see. But for United, their Champions League campaign has come to a devastating and despairing end. It's finished here at the Allianz Arena. Bayern Munich 2, Manchester United 2, and Bayern Munich progress 3-2 on aggregate.
Told you, fantastic match, but in the end, Manchester United caught out just as the old saying, as Trev said on there, you're never so vulnerable to as of when you score. United switched off for half a second and they're out of the Champions League, but were pushed all the way. And I don't think Bayern Munich will have a challenge like that this season. So Bayern Munich through, but who will they face? Olympiacos or Chelsea? Well, Chelsea are 3-1 up from the first leg and looking very pretty and sitting very comfortable. So you'd think on this occasion it was easy for Chelsea. But a trip to Athens, it always managed a tricky situation for them. Trev Motson was your match commentator for this one.
Welcome to Athens for the second leg of this Champions League quarter-final. The winners play Manchester United or Bayern Munich in the semi-final. Chelsea leading through Olivier Giroud's hat-trick. 3-1 from the first leg, so a 2-0 Greek win will see them through, but don't back against Chelsea. Well, the Greek side, no. Their task now is keep out Olivier Giroud, score a couple up their end. At the other end, they go through. That's their task, simple as that. For Tunis, who's got the goal, starts on the left-hand side of midfield. Well, Moreno on the right. Former Watford player Jose Holibas lines up left back in a Christmas tree formation for the Greek side. As for Chelsea, the big bulky Olivier Giroud scored a hat-trick in the first leg, lines up alongside Werner and Ziyech in the attack. Mount Kovacic and Jorginho are there in midfield. Thiago Silva, the only one carrying the yellow card from the previous game. So we're all set for this second leg. Chelsea leading 3-1. The winners play Bayern Munich or Manchester United in the semi-finals. Big 90 minutes ahead for both sides. Free kick to Olympiacos. All in red and white tonight, and the stripes. Chelsea blue shirts, blue shorts, and white stockings, as you can see there. Tunis trying to get the ball forward. Giroud's on the end of it. The man who got the hat-trick in the first leg at Stamford Bridge a week ago. Now Mount. Kovacic, that's a good ball forward, looking towards Giroud. That's a foul there, and the referee's blown up. Johnny on the spot there, although it looked a little bit harsh against Socrates. It's got to be said. Not easy when you're up against a big bulky striker like Olivier Giroud, who tore the Greek defence to pieces at Stamford Bridge last week. So a chance here for Mount then with the first free kick of the game. Coming up to a quarter of an hour played in this second leg. 3-1 from the first leg, remember. That's Mount off the wall and behind. First warning shot to Olympiacos here. And they did the wall did its job. So to be taken by Alonso. Jorginho's there, Mount is there, Alonso's there too. That's a good cross in there, and Giroud with a header and over the top. Now he's finding the rage again. The big Chelsea striker, scourge of Olympiacos last week with a hat-trick. So close to getting the opener this week. Alonso. Chelsea really playing with real confidence and vigor here. Here's Timo Werner, and he's been fouled. Free kick. 50-50 challenges are going Chelsea's way, and the decisions from the referee are going Chelsea's way here tonight. Just a ticking off there for Semedo. Watch it over the top. Was there a... they got the ball, but the foot was high. It was a 50-50 call, but Semedo has been penalised. And Mount will take the free kick. There are 4 in the Greek wall. Looks like a shotter. He's lined it up there. He's played it in there, short there. Giroud on the turn. Giroud! Oh, it's a brilliant goal! He's done it again against Olympiacos. A hat-trick this week. He's already got the first one this week. 1-0 on the night to Chelsea. 4-1 at aggregate. And they must be hot favourites to face neither Bayern Munich or Manchester United in the semi-finals. He's the scourge of Olympiacos again. There isn't a doubt about that. That's 4 goals in a week against the same opposition. Here's the free kick again. A clever free kick, it has to be said, from Mount. And it went straight to Giroud, and I think it caught the Greek defence here. You look at it. He's chested, he's turned. Socrates can't even get anywhere near him, and the shot is too good for the goalkeeper. And after 20 minutes, Giroud gives Chelsea the lead. 1-0 on the night and 4-1 on aggregate. Well, it's going to take a monumental comeback. They need 3 goals now, Olympiacos, to force extra time, because that goal from Giroud now has wiped out their away goal on the first leg a week ago. So, a massive mountain to climb. It's a Mount Everest now for Olympiacos, who have really been one of the surprise packages of this year's Champions League competition. They've really not let themselves down in any way, shape or form. Here's Mount, chipping it in there towards Alonso. He might get in there. Alonso, has he done too much? No, he's left it to Giroud, who scores 2-0. He's done it again. That's 5 goals in the tie overall for Chelsea, and Olivier Giroud's got the lot. A brace tonight to add to an hat-trick last week, and with 12 minutes to half-time, there's no chance now, surely, from this position Olympiacos can come back from this. And that man in your picture, Olivier Giroud, it's been the main difference over the 2 legs. There's no doubt about it. He's just been too good. Here's Alonso again. I thought he might have had a shot himself. I thought he might have done too much, but he's laid it on the plate for Giroud. And with the side of the foot, the side of the left foot has made it 2-0 on the night and 5-1 on aggregate now. And Chelsea are surely in the semi-finals of the Champions League. What a performance from Frank Lampard's men. They have torn Olympiacos to shreds. 11 minutes into the second half. And it's plain sailing now for Chelsea. Olympiacos need to win 5-2 to go through outright. They have to win this 6-5 now. Here's El Arabi. Can he get one back at least? Oh, that's a good save. Fortunis comes in. Can he find something there? No, he plays it back to Jose Olivas, whose cross is absolutely abysmal and easy for Eduardo Mendy. And that's the first real save that he's had to make, and we've played nearly an hour really at here in Athens. Kovacic for Chelsea. Thiago Silva, the only one of the Chelsea starters tonight who were carried a yellow card from a previous game. This is Alonso now. He's had a fine game on the left hand side tonight, and he's fouled by the defender Semedo, and that's a free kick. And the referee now warning him now because they've sort of accumulated a few cards here, the Greece, but the referee is reluctant to book anyone. In fact, it wasn't. It was Mardi rather, who was the man penalised, rather than Semedo. The ball played in there, and a good header from Jorginho that just goes wide. Might have hit the side netting actually. Another good free kick from Mason Mount, and yes, just wide of the target of the Chelsea skipper Jorginho. But they're running riot here. About an hour gone now, and well, it's just a question now for Chelsea of crossing the I's and dotting the T's and awaiting their semi-final opponents, whether that will be Manchester United. If they do get through, it will be live on Travis Sports. Or Bayern Munich. Here's Giroud. Oh, what a goal and a hat-trick! He's done it again, a hat-trick against Olympiacos once again for Olivier Giroud. He has been the sole tormentor of Olympiacos over the two legs. He was unstoppable at Stamford Bridge a week ago, and tonight in Athens he's been just as unstoppable. A lovely goal on the turn, and what a way to complete a hat-trick and claim his second match ball in European football against the same opposition within a week. And it was just so simple really. It was a lovely play. Reece James with the assist here, slides in. Still has a lot of work to do there, Giroud, but he cushions it in beautifully off the post. You'll see it to full effect inside with the camera behind the goal. Look at that turn with the side foot, kisses the left hand post and goes in. That's Chelsea 3 now, 6-1 on aggregate, 3-0 on the night. They're in the semi-finals, all right. Well, 9 minutes of Champions League football left for Olympiacos in their season. But they've had a good run. They knocked out Manchester City in the group phases and a good win in the last 16. This is where they're going to end tonight. It's Balbuena, but they're going to try and end with a bang. El Awabi was in there. Here's Envilla. Nala's pass. Thiago, and that's a foul there. Free kick to Olympiacos. And just a ticking off there for the Chelsea player Kovacic. It just goes through the back of him there, no doubt about that. So a chance for a little bit of consolation. And Fortunis, who can hit them, scored a cracking goal in the first leg. Fortunis, oh brilliant! And that's brought a smile to the locals here in Athens tonight. So it's 6-2 on aggregate, and Olympiacos would still need another 5 goals to go through, but they haven't got much time, to be fair. 7 minutes to find 5 goals. It's nigh on impossible, but they'll go out of the Champions League with a bit of respectability. Great free kick, no chance Mendy. It's Olympiacos 1, Chelsea 3 on the night. It's still 6-2 to Chelsea. They're still in the semi-finals. The match ball yet again, twice in a week for Olivier Giroud. 21, 34 and 62 minutes his goals came from, which killed off his tie really as a contest. Fortunis with a super free kick, the highlight of Olympiacos' night in what was a real nightmare 2 legs for them. Well, they've had a great run to the quarterfinals, but it's ended there for them. As for Chelsea now, they go on to a mouth-watering semi-final against either Bayern Munich or Manchester United here, and who knows, they could still win the Champions League. Frank Lampard's men have given themselves a chance. They've won the night 3-1 and 6-2 on aggregate.
Chelsea go through 6-2 on aggregate, all 6 goals scored by Olivier Giroud. Why didn't they play him a bit more earlier? Fantastic performance, the first player to score a double hat-trick in 2 legs of the UEFA Champions League since it was rebranded the Champions League in 1992. Well done to him, well done to Chelsea. They've got Bayern Munich in the first semi-final, but Borussia Dortmund, Juventus, Paris Saint-Germain and Barcelona, all those ties were teetering on a knife edge, and Trevor Sinstadt will tell us who made it through to the other semi-final. After the first leg theatrics, you'd be forgiven for thinking Juventus might have had this in the bag. But it wasn't to be, and any go by Erling Haaland changed the entire complex of the contest and gave Borussia Dortmund a deserved lead. Delighted, the travelling fans making the trot from Germany to Italy were delighted particularly by the control in which Haaland took the ball down and the delight of the finish. Speculation whether Erling Haaland plays for Borussia Dortmund next season, so Dortmund has ever looked determined to try and force their way through to a semi-final. Jadon Sancho's effort at the near post was well saved in the end by Wojciech Szczesny. And there was another chance for Sancho's, unsurprisingly beating Bentancur to head the corner, just get it wide. There were chances for Juventus to find them, and the best of them fell to Morata, whose volley struck the bar, and perhaps one of the worst misses in Champions League history. And Haaland continued to show his quality, stealing the ball of Cuadrado, using pace and power and precision to power through, left-footed strike, trying to go at the near post. This time Szczesny was up to it. There was moments in the end for Juventus to try and find the goal that would get them back in it. Kulusevski had the best of them. He skipped over the challenge, curled his left-footed shot just wide of the post. Borussia Dortmund with that 1-0 win marched through on aggregate through to the semi-final, and with Haaland in tow, they really do look like they fancy the Champions League this year. Barcelona have got a history of finding something to get past Paris Saint-Germain, and very early in the contest Lionel Messi nearly provided what would have been a spectacular overhead kick. But on the counter-attack, Kylian Mbappé in particular for Paris Saint-Germain was absolutely stunning. As he picked the ball up and charged through Lengen, found himself one-on-one with ter Stegen, went for the chip but didn't quite have the accuracy, in what should turn out to be a frustrating first half for Kylian Mbappé. Barcelona seemed just about short of ideas and started going for an old-fashioned Route 1 approach. And it nearly paid off for them, particularly when Antoine Griezmann stole the ball from Mbappé, found himself one-on-one and was denied by an excellent save. But it was still Paris Saint-Germain on the counter-attack that looked the most dangerous and likely to score, and Mbappe's place was showed full here. Picks the ball up, beats the defender and uses pace to power his way through. A fantastic run this was. The goalkeeper was committed, Mbappé somehow just didn't quite have the finish. And it was Barcelona that continued to make chances after an excellent challenge by Paredes that the referee waved away the protest. A wonderful sweeping move eventually gave Paris Saint-Germain the away goal they needed. Neymar, Icardi, Mbappé, just perfect. Really was a magnificent strike that, and Kylian Mbappé got the away goal for Paris Saint-Germain. Barcelona now knew they had to score, not once, not twice, but now they're 3 times to find their way through after that away goal. But it was, in the end, Paris Saint-Germain that created more of the chances. Mbappé here winning the ball on the volley and just volleying wide, which would have been a fabulous effort had he gone on target. Mbappé, though, will go on to have a fantastic second half and would get it on the score sheet in this match. But you'd have to watch as there was a scare. And Ansu Fati was played through and he was one-on-one and finished with an aplomb finish off the lovely exchange. And there was hope for Barcelona. They once had to beat Paris Saint-Germain 6-1 to get through to the quarter-finals of the Champions League. To reach the semi-finals here, they only had to score 2 more times. That was until perhaps the goal of the Champions League was scored. A brilliant exchange of passes by Mbappé and Akani, reminiscent of a goal once scored by Dwight Yorke and Andy Cole at the Nou Camp in 1999. A fantastic tap-in the end by Akani that finished it off. Kylian Mbappé was the man of the match, and no doubt about it, but the touch and the exchange of passing was absolutely mesmerising. Tearing right through the Barcelona defence, Mbappé left with a tap-in, just simply wanting the ball more than Piqué. Paris Saint-Germain through to a Champions League semi-final where they've got Borussia Dortmund, and in that game we've got Mbappé versus Haaland. Well, before we go through who made it to the semi-final, we were running a competition. Choose the location of the 2021 UEFA Champions League final. You had your choices between Wembley, the Stadio Olimpico, Camp Nou, or the departing San Siro, and the votes were for Wembley Stadium. Received the most of the votes compared to anybody else. So the 2021 UEFA Champions League final here in the Trevor Sports universe this year will be at Wembley. Who will get to Wembley? Well, Borussia Dortmund and Paris Saint-Germain, their semi-finalists set, as is Bayern Munich and Chelsea. So it'll be a rematch of the 2012 Champions League final when Chelsea go to the Allianz Arena in the first game. Lots of similarities have been made out that season for Chelsea in Europe. You wonder, is this their moment? Well, for us, our moment has arrived. Live semi-final action in the UEFA Champions League. Bayern Munich versus Chelsea. We're live on air, and we'll see you on the 27th of April here on Trevor Sports for that pulsating tie. Plus, we've got highlights of Borussia Dortmund versus Paris Saint-Germain. We have all the football for you here on Trevor Sports at this time of year. This Saturday's simple matter of the FA Cup semi-finals to settle. Both those games live the afternoon on Grandstand. Should be a special occasion that. And of course, don't miss up because we'll bring you up to date that day with final score with the other Premier League results to keep you updated on what's happening. But from all of us, well, it's time to get back on the plane, back home and settling down to enjoy this all again in a couple of weeks' time. Love it. Bye-bye.